with you guys entering the mother colony on the office level through the ventilation shaft, and essentially where this red line is on the map, that's where the group is right now. They sent the recon marine forward and saw these two people huddled over a body, and the marine informed them that it looked like they were eating them. And he killed one of them, and then it looked in his direction before it too was killed, and that is the face that you saw.
Okay.
Did you see that?
I'm looking in the in Foundry. Okay, yeah, I see a face.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, not much of a face, but that
Nice.
is, yep. So that's what it looks like. And then he fired a second round, and it hit it in the head, and it slumped over backwards. And that is literally when you joined. So you were caught up.
Thanks. Cool.
So the group is potentially there's both a knocking, like a steady knocking sound coming from right here on the right area 10, and then they suspect that the woman that you communicated with at the governor's office may be up here because that is where the governor's office is, and she if she's still alive and still there, that's where you would find her because that's where the terminal was that you contacted. All right. Do you want McCafferty, just to clarify, is the established name of the recon marine that just sniped these two creatures.
Great. Good job, McCafferty.
Do you do you want me to press on and check the bodies or fall back to your position?
I think we should move up actually to where you're at because he's right here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't check the bodies. There could be infection lingering.
Yeah, because right now if we go here, we can just take a right and go right up to
Yep.
the thing. I just being careful of room 10.
Well, we could
that
probably
bank.
ascertain whether these creatures were previously human, since we've seen, Birch has seen, you know, the change, but by how they're dressed.
Do they have
Mother
dog
Michaela
tags?
stock, or
Or are they civilian? Oh, there's wait. Are these?
They
Do they have uniforms?
they are they're dressed in like civilian clothing.
Gotcha.
They don't, they're obviously not Marines or office workers or anything like that, or security. Their bodies are where the X is that I just drew.
poor souls, put them out of their misery. They're beyond saving. Can't reverse that.
Yeah, I think we should just not. I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
get
don't know.
near them.
Yeah, I think we should just keep moving. Keep moving.
I'm all heading for heading up.
Yep.
All right.
Air quotes north. Or up to
Okay, so you're gonna stop between you're gonna stop around right here.
Yeah, well, scope out that hallway. Look left, look right, then go up.
Got it.
Go or right is my suggestion.
All right. I'm using hand signals, but I have absolutely no idea what my hand signals are. I just whatever I've picked up in the movies. All right. So
I mean,
All
the
right, so
bathrooms are back there, Kip. I mean, if you gotta go, go.
so down south
Right, we-
is you don't see any movement when you peer down when you check down that way. When you look up here,
where?
you can see a group of people standing. It looks like they're listening to somebody. You can make out the fact that they're speaking English, but you can't quite make out exactly what they're saying. Uh, It would be if you had some sort of actually, if you want to try to listen in from where you're at. You could give me an observation roll and see if you could pick up a couple words, but that would be the best that you would get out of it. You wouldn't be able to hear the entire conversation.
I mean, every little bit helps, I guess.
Any of us?
Who's got the best observation?
I got a 4.
I got a 1, so that's not me with a 4 total.
I got a 4.
All right. Oh.
He's got a
I know
talent.
you keep reminding us constantly. Yes. No,
All right.
go
So
ahead.
I mean, observation uses wit, so don't forget to take your wits into consideration.
Yeah,
All right.
this is great.
somebody
I'm rolling,
rolled.
and I'm pushing.
All right, go for it.
And I can push twice. I'm gonna try this out.
Oh, okay.
I just want to know if it'll work. Allow me
All right.
to push.
First
I'm
one. The
selecting
first one's
it,
gonna.
and then I'm
Yeah.
rolling.
And then you're gonna get a 1. Yep. I knew
Yep.
you were gonna get a 1.
But I'm keeping it together. But I really want to hear because I want to figure this out because I'm scared.
All right. So you
Nick,
got
been in
you got 3 successes.
3 words.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to give you. So the first word that is going to actually no, it's going to be the third word because that's where you got your success. The first word you get are patrols. The second word that you get are belligerents. And the third word, which is causes the hairs on the back of your neck to stand up, is well, it's actually 2 words. Mother Michaela.
Belligerents.
They're organized.
Wow.
They're organized. Talking about belligerents. I relay. And Yep, we know. And Mother Michaela's got her hands in the mother colony. Clearly, they're talking about Mother Michaela as well.
Mother Michaela colony. Now, seems.
Gosh.
Said patrols. Could that mean our patrols? Because didn't we have someone come back from patrol and the lieutenant that was with him had the starfish thing on him? Could that be related?
Could be.
We shouldn't dawdle. That poor girl's trapped.
How many people you said? 10?
Set upon by these fiends.
What was your question, Todd?
How many people are we seeing up here?
It could be as many as a dozen. They kind of seem to be standing around listening to someone.
Are they like armed? Can we tell?
You cannot tell from this distance.
And Miss McCafferty tell? The scope?
Yeah. So if you want him to fall back and
I mean, I don't know
actually,
where
I guess he's not falling back. He's pushing forward a little bit. Yeah. So he's going to push forward a little bit, and he's going to point his scope down there. This is going to require a mobility roll from him to avoid being seen by anybody. And he gets a success. So yeah, he points a scope down here and says, "They do seem. Some of them are armed. But none of them seem to have any decent weaponry. The only firearms I see are pistols the rest seem to have some sort of security batons, and Cliff knows that to be uh, basically something that can provide like an electric shock uh, at close quarters. Um,
Rod.
yeah, essentially like a cattle prod type thing. It's generally used as a like anti-riot weapon, so it doesn't cause any permanent damage. I can't make out the who they're listening to. There's too many people.
If
I
they're
don't think I
blocking
should
our
stay
way,
here for very long.
all right. If they're blocking our
Oh.
way into that suite, we need to find an alternate route in.
Can we sneak around, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm thinking
I
if
like
we go
that.
up here to this
Carry,
way.
carry on, carry on. Yeah.
Yep, I like that.
To the next intersection.
All right. So you're going to push past
Yeah.
west towards the bodies, or what are you?
Are we gonna
Yeah.
turn up and then over, or are we gonna go
Think
past?
They
the
might
bodies?
see us if we turn up.
Yeah, I was gonna say going past the bodies
Go
here.
past
Okay,
I don't
we'll
know.
go past
Maybe
the
we
bodies.
could try
Go to
to
here.
kind of mask our movement with the loud noise of here, kind of Shawshay Redemption our way over there.
Wait, oh, you mean the knocking sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to make the person with the worst mobility roll this because you're only exposing yourselves temporarily.
Okay.
So it's definitely not McCafferty.
I have a
Let's see
0.
who it is.
I have a 0.
I have a
You have
2
a 0.
mobility.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so 0 is definitely lower than 2. Is Yoko doesn't have a 0, right? In mobility? No, he's
I
got
have a 2.
2. Okay. And Berkshire even has a 2. So
Yeah.
Kip is used to banging his wrench around while he's walking everywhere. So we're
Yes.
gonna need Kip to roll
Okay. You ready?
his mobility.
Mobility. Okay, hold on. Let me just tuck my wrench
Is
in.
there any way I can help him, like tape his wrist?
Yes.
Here. Hold my wrench.
So you can give him some guidance, which will bump up his. I guess he'll be rolling a third die, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Or-
I'll try to help him with that.
Okay, so you can temporarily bump your mobility up to 1.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Okay, here we go. And did it roll?
I don't see it yet.
Come on now, roll. Ah,
Nope.
There
Oh
we go.
boy.
okay.
So
Plus 1.
you so Kip starts making his way across, and he stops and lingers at this terminal right here, and his elbow accidentally grazes against something, which causes a it basically activates one of the buttons, which causes a noise, and that draws the attention of someone up here in the crowd. McCafferty says, "We have some potential interest from these people. You guys got to move."
Go, 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 go.
And
Don't stop. Act natural.
so, so everyone else makes their way across, and McCafferty, before he disappears around the corner, he says, "I think one of them's coming our way."
It's not
So-
good.
Just
I
one?
mean, yeah.
Say, sounds like it's gonna be
That's
about none here in a second.
we need to
Should we duck
We
in?
need to find somewhere to hide until this
Quick,
guy
quick, quick.
passes.
Got me an open office around here or something.
What
Okay.
about 3? One of these 3s over
Go
here.
for it. Go for it. Yeah, into here.
Okay, you're gonna go. You guys are gonna move into there as quickly as possible.
Yep.
I'm following these
All
military
right.
people. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
All right. Yeah. So Yoko and Bircher are following the lead of the two Marines, and you guys make your way quickly around this corner.
Once we're in there,
Uh,
I will kind of push up against the side of the door. So like if somebody comes in, first thing I do is like grab them, or what was it, Todd? Butt stroke them.
Butt stroke them. Yeah.
There we go.
all right.
The new phrase.
As you, uh, as you start pouring into this room and closing the door behind you, uh, you see that. I mean, this is some like a server room. There's racks of servers everywhere, uh, and so the illumination the overall illumination is kind of low. It's kind of all these flashing lights that allow you to be able to navigate around obstacles. Um, there is like a lot of corners, and there's a couple rows of these mainframes you can hide behind. Um, is everyone going to huddle in one location, or are you going to kind of disperse and each find your own spot?
Spread out. Oh,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
gonna go to the nearest
are the
spot I
computer
can.
are the computers working?
Yes,
I want to go to the
I
terminal
mean
and get
they
information
appear to
from
be.
it.
Anyway,
I
I
want to
mean they
use a
seem to be
computer.
running.
I don't think I'm hiding. I think I'm
Okay,
using a computer.
okay. What about everybody else?
Well, I already kind of said what I was doing. So
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Could you repeat it?
I said I was standing by the door, and if he comes in, I'm gonna hit him with the butt of my thing. Butt
Oh,
stroke.
right. Yes, I'm sorry. What about Bircher and Kip?
I'm on the other side of the door to do matching butt stroke.
Be a
Eh,
symmetric butt stroke.
is matching like when you butt stroke simultaneously, or is that like a
That's right.
1-2 type
That's
thing?
right. That's
Oh,
right.
okay,
One for each
Yeah,
cheek. We
so
got it.
you're
Symmetrical.
stroking from both sides, so it's a simultaneous stroke.
Yep.
From,
The double butt.
No one's ever survived the double stroke.
all right, what about Bircher?
synchronicity. I'm just finding a place I can uh, affords me the greatest protection and
Okay,
uh, invisibility.
all right. Yeah, Bircher kind of pushes past Yoko, who is trying to log into a terminal. Uh, as Bircher pushes further down into this area down here, I need him to give me a panic roll.
Jeez. I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh man. Okay.
So server room in Aliens means egg room, right?
Yeah.
So just click on
I am.
stress, and that'll do the panic roll. Just click on the word stress.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. So you're frozen in place as your mind is attempting to process the piles of bodies that you see stacked into the corner of this room.
Oh
There
man.
has to be about at least 2 dozen, if not 3 or 4, where it's
Just
so difficult to make out the differentiating between one person and another. Uh,
just a mangled
uh,
mass
they,
of bodies.
they don't seem mangled. Uh, Once you unfreeze after one round, I will give you an opportunity to see what their
Yeah.
possible cause of death is. But yeah, they're not like torn apart or torn open
But they're
like they
not
were
these
killed by these creatures.
creatures.
No,
Okay.
no, they're perfectly human. and they are relatively intact, other than being dead.
Okay.
So we will come back to that, and you can perform your investigation your yourself.
Maybe you can rescue them.
All right. So, what is Yoko doing at this terminal? What is he trying to do?
Status system status check first. Like, can I access the status of the mother colony? Like,
Yes, you can. You will need to log into the system. Are
mhm.
you going to use your personal login, or are you going to kind of like attempt to hack into it?
I don't think it occurs to me to not use my personal login. I will use my personal login.
All right, so you're not going to have to roll to do this then. Yeah, you log in and start reviewing major uh, like event logs, and you can see that approximately 3 weeks ago there was um, a security event which activated a lockdown of the entire mother colony, and essentially, called all the security and Marines to their, respective assignments. Uh, there was a particular uh, set of assignments in place for the purposes of the quarantine and escorting um, everyone, up into the Ileana to go into cryostasis.
Mm-hmm.
So there were standing orders and stuff for what to do and where to be for an emergency during this operation, and that emergency was uh, activated.
Okay.
It seems that there was the computer recognized multiple um, violent events, like it registered gunfire at
Mm.
like multiple locations across the mother colony.
Mm.
Um, and that is the last um, major event. I mean, you'd have to dig into some of the standard logs to try to get a better sense for perhaps what has happened since then. But uh, everything seems to have the major uprising seems to have taken place 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, it seems. Okay, that's good to know. I want to know like just general status of the mother colony, like or life support. Like critical systems, everything. Like, does it seem like any critical systems are down?
It's still in lockdown,
Okay,
uh,
so that's
but
good.
power is still being supplied.
Power's good. Okay,
Uh,
cool.
the the life support is operating. There is you do notice that there is a red flashing sign of no communication.
Mm-hmm.
Like the communication with the Ilyana has been lost,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of there's a constant communication between the two
Yeah.
uh, that is broken, and yeah, I mean
It,
everything seems to be functioning. There's a couple like small things of that there's the HVAC system is broken in a couple locations,
uh,
but nothing significant. It's more like you get the sense
local
that
types of
yeah,
damage.
yeah, that is local things that maintenance just hasn't gotten to.
Right. Or like maybe there was an explosion during the uprising that destroyed something, but just like in one small space rather than a
Right,
colony wide catastrophe. Okay.
exactly.
So the last thing I want to try to do is like, am I able to access surveillance cameras or anything?
Yes, you can activate the surveillance cameras. Uh,
Oh,
and
I could see them on the map. I didn't even realize.
yes, actually, I'm going to say that those are now relevant uh, to the uh, to the map. Each of those camera feeds is live,
Hmm.
and there is several others on the. Actually, I guess they're not shown on the security floor or the ground level. Um,
Maybe it's only
they're
the
just
office
shown on the
level.
office level. Yeah. The ones on the security level would certainly require a higher level of security than you have.
I see. Yep. Yep.
So that would require a comtech roll, but without having to do a roll, you have access to all the ones that you see on the map right
Oh, neat. Hey guys, I got cameras.
Mm.
now. So if you guys want to dig into this, we're gonna have to see what else is going on, in addition to Yoko, because it's gonna
Yeah,
take
there's a
time to
lot. Yeah, yeah.
cycle through these
There's a lot
and
of
observe
camera.
everything. Yes. All right. So, uh, you, so Cliff and Kip are at the door, uh, ready to clobber anybody that comes through. I'm going to say McCafferty is at the opposite end of the door with his rifle ready, ready to shoot in case someone comes through. Uh, you can hear someone uh, kind of walking around the area through the door. They seem to be talking to themselves. You can't, it's mumbling, so you can't quite make out what they're saying. Uh, but uh, they pass right by the door and seem to come around this northern corner here and disappear uh, out of your shot in this direction.
Okay. I kind of look at Kip and McCafferty, and I'm all for. And I assume our training probably went under this. Well, at least me and McCafferty's training. Probably wait a couple more ticks before doing anything, thinking the coast is clear in case he
Okay.
comes back.
I yeah, sure. Yeah, I deferred that. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
All right. So this is when Bircher is going to um, come to his senses and process this huge pile of bodies that's in the very far corner of this room.
Okay. Um, it looks like
It's
civilians.
uh it's there I mean there are you can make out a couple marine uniforms uh and but the majority of them seem to be office workers who wear the all of the uh the clerical type people in
Yeah.
administration on the office level wear like a particular uniform.
Yeah.
Most of the bodies seem to belong to them. Uh, like I said, you notice a couple Marine uniforms, and there's a couple. You can make out some civilian clothing and stuff on some of the bodies. Um,
Now,
it
I'm
seems like
thinking.
they were just thrown here amassed into this pile, perhaps as a disposal method.
I know I'm gonna have to after the shock to walk up close and see if I can see if they have any traces of infection or the cause of death, if it's obvious or not. But I don't want to put hands on because I'm kind of fearful of the infection. What we see,
Yeah. So
but
you don't touch anybody, but you kind of like lean over. There isn't a whole lot of light but on two of the bodies on top, you can see that they have been shot. It looks like they were executed.
Oh,
You do not
okay.
see any. I mean, like I said, there's not a lot of light, but you do not see any mutation or anything on any of their bodies. Uh,
Okay. Do I recognize any kind of uh, markings of allegiance to, a political allegiance?
no, but you would know that there is no, like, in their uniforms, there is no political allegiance. Everyone's a member of the mother colony, so you wouldn't be able to determine, like, if someone's with the UPP or the
Gotcha.
UN or whatever. Uh, if took their IDs and actually looked them up in the system, you would be able to figure that out, but not visually.
All right, I'll grab an ID if I can, if one's out and available,
Yeah, yeah,
just for
you can
just for
certainly,
later on
yeah,
in
you can
credit
grab.
lists.
I'm going to say you can grab three of their IDs without really touching any of the bodies, if you're still concerned over that.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll
Okay.
pocket them, put them in a little bag, and put them in my um, little carry beside. I'm shaking right now, but I turn around and look at the position my colleagues are standing in, and
You see, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm saying that I'll be retreating back to a safe space, trying to
All
avert
right.
my eyes from looking at the pile of bodies.
You you approach Yoko, who the light is shining on his face as he is
Clackety clack clack.
skimming through. Yeah, he's cycling through something. What are the rooms that you are interested in the most?
Um, Most interest was 8 probably because that's up closest to our best idea of where we might want to head toward.
Okay.
But I think what I would really do is just like whatever order the default order is for the cameras. I'm just gonna quickly scan through them. I'm looking for people or aliens, obviously, but I'm not looking for it. If I would stop. I would basically I'm gonna go quickly and just ignore anything I see except people or aliens. And if I see a person or an alien, I'm gonna stop and then look at it more carefully.
Okay.
Fair?
So
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah. So you uh, see people in the first room that you look at in Area 8. Uh, and the room is filled with maybe 10 people
Mhm.
in here. None of them look mutated,
Mhm.
uh, but you get, they're all sitting around several computer terminals in Area 8. So this is to clarify, this is the control center.
Okay.
So this is essentially the brain of the mother colony, where there's multiple people working here and keeping an eye on things. Uh, and besides the people sitting around at the various computer terminals here, you see a man who is he's dressed in a robe and is walking around, talking to several people at the main terminals, which is right where the aid is. And he seems to be, um, having them go through something because he's leaning over their shoulder uh, as they are uh, working on something on their computers. Uh, there are two people whose faces you can clearly see from from the computer feed,
Hmm.
uh, and you can tell that their eyes are completely black.
Interesting.
But they seem to be working just fine. They're not unconscious like Daver was.
Yeah,
Um,
Doc, look at their
they,
eyes. Doc's here, right? He's looking for my shoulder.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
Was when this happened to our people, what state were they in? Were they able to work a computer?
No, they were obviously not to the progressed state, but it seems that I don't I don't know. Um,
Do they have like
maybe
blank expressions? Like,
Uh, I mean, no more so than what you can see of the other people. Uh, it, it,
possibly we
it
wish
seems like they're perfectly capable of operating the machine.
possibly we've just witnessed the throes of the body resisting the infection, but this is the ultimate
okay, so maybe this
form
could
of
be
it.
a more advanced stage. I see. Um, Whatever it is, they seem to be on task. They're trying to do something. Um, okay, now
It
can
seems to
I?
be that they're working for the mother, Michaela, and her ends.
I think we should shoot first and ask questions
Is
later.
it? Do you think it would be possible? Sorry, I'm not asking this. Is it possible to see what they're doing on their computers from here, like remotely,
Uh,
or is that
that
way
yes, that is
beyond?
possible. You would need to. That
Just
would certainly require a Comtech role in
Mm-hmm.
order to access Mother and figure out exactly what subroutines are being used
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
by the accounts in the control center.
Yeah, I want to try to do that. I think I want. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can see what they're seeing. That's what I say. Which is like maybe not the right way to phrase that given their eyes, but it's okay. It's okay.
All right. So give me a Comtech roll. You're going to require two successes
This is
to uh to get.
two.
All right,
There's three,
you got
but some bad.
you got three, and you got a nervous
I'm
twitch.
stressing everyone the f out. Stressing everyone the f
Okay.
out.
So
You gotta have
this is only going to affect Bircher because every the other three guys are preoccupied
Yeah.
with making sure that the coast is clear. So yeah, bump Bircher's stress up one level. There is so you access Mother and bypass your security restrictions and start monitoring all of the logging that's taking place from the subroutines that are being done or performed from the control center. You see both. Uh, there is monitoring feeds that
Mm-hmm.
are being accessed. Then they are of the ground level
Okay.
in areas 10 and 11.
Ground level
So the
10 and
market,
11. Yeah.
there is also seems to be a, uh, I guess, climate control that is being constantly changed in that area as well. So it's like they're tweaking the temperature and the humidity and stuff in those particular sections. And then there also seems to be just standard security feeds that are being perused regularly. Like they're probably doing something very similar to what you're doing, just cycling
Yep.
through the camera
Do I
feeds.
see
Yeah,
my
I
own
do.
face
Uh,
on the
Yeah,
camera?
that's what that's what I was
well,
thinking.
there's no camera in here,
No cameras in 3,
uh,
thank goodness.
but you bring up the camera feeds that are being cycled through uh, in the other floors
Mm-hmm.
and tap into them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that on the ground floor, uh, that seems to be where most of the fighting in the uprising most likely took place.
Mm-hmm.
There are bodies scattered all over the
Mm.
place. There are people patrolling around uh, with makeshift weaponry and armor. Some of them have pulse rifles. Other people have those stun batons that Cliff pointed out. There is all of the perimeters that were put up for the quarantine have been completely destroyed and toppled
Mm-hmm.
over
Mm-hmm.
to give full access to the entire ground level.
Mm-hmm.
And when the cameras cycle over to areas 10 and 11, you can see some makeshift, um, I guess, quarantine laboratories have been set up. And you can make out multiple bodies or people, you don't know if they're dead or not, sprawled out onto various cots in that entire area. And they actually built a structure inside of it, which must be where they're controlling the climate. And that is what's going to cause you to have the nervous twitch and cause Bircher's stress to go up.
Okay, Bircher blurts out the climate. Uh, see which rooms that they're controlling and what are in those rooms. Can you see them
Looks like the
on the video surveillance?
shops in the back alley, right?
Yes. Yep. And that's where those makeshift quarantine labs have been set up.
Is the are they like no, that doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're maybe the people on the cots are also hosts and might
Yes,
soon be
it seems that they're
used
propagating their own.
by that robed guy.
If we could change, can we override it and change the
I think I
climate?
can, but that would
Yeah,
let them know we're here.
you have an extra success that you have. So if within reason, I will let you
Yeah,
do something with that
like
extra
that.
success, whether you want to figure out more information or maybe interfere with one of these things. I'll let you do that.
Or shut down their video feed so we can proceed on a
But we haven't
raft.
seen any signs of the whoever might be asking for help. I'm sure that the
Like the girl, we didn't see her in a video feed, did we?
No.
or anyone who looks like
So
they're
I haven't actually
yeah
gotten to any of the
we
other
haven't got to
feeds.
any other cameras. That's right.
Oh,
Um, I guess maybe we should continue looking before I decide to use how to use that extra success. Is that fair?
Okay. So the other feeds, so room 11 is a armory that looks like it's been completely
Stripped.
pillaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Uh,
Next.
the
Click next.
the room the room at the bottom the bottom right seems to be a large office, maybe like a supervisor's office. You do not see any activity down there.
Okay, click next.
In room 1 is the mess hall.
Oh yeah.
You see several people in here that, well, quite a few actually. There's probably at least 20 or 30 people in here. They are all eating.
Each other.
They're not eating each other. A lot of them are in civilian clothes. There are a couple that are in office worker clothes, and there are some Marines and even officers but they do not seem to have any weapons with them. They're just in uniform.
Can I see the whites of their
Uh,
eyes?
I've not from here. You can't quite. This is kind of these are like these
Yeah.
cameras are designed to pan the entire room, and it's a
Mhm.
very large room. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can't quite, and they're up above, so you can't quite make out any details.
Other than they're not armed. Okay. Well, that looks like That looks like uh, some semblance of normalcy. Um, you think? I wish I could tell if. Wish I could tell if they were like prisoners or something, or if they were, or if these are, if their eyes are black.
Mm. I still say we should disrupt their plans here. It's evident what they're doing, and to save those poor people.
Okay, so you think that we should, yeah, you think we should just disrupt the climate, whatever that's happening? I'm just not sure that's going to be enough to even. I guess it might slow them down, but
We can do that from here.
Yeah, he's got one success left from hacking into Mother, and that I'm going to let him try to disrupt something with.
I'm sorry, I was a bit distracted. What was in 4? Did you go in room 4 or look in room
We
4?
haven't done 4 yet. That's
Okay.
the only one we haven't done.
Okay.
we can move on to that one if as long as I mean it seems like there's people in the cafeteria. That's good to know. They're eating. They're doing normal things. That's good to know. There's a mix of people, which is good.
So 4 is the server hall where which hosts Mother. She is essentially a large series of mainframes that run in here. That takes up the vast majority of the room. This is high security. You do not see anyone inside of here,
Okay.
but it's, I mean, but you can't see. But this camera
Dark.
feed essentially just like doesn't cover the entire room. Um, it's basically just the main passageway and the entrance. It's
Would
meant to record people coming in.
would
I see.
doing anything to Mother like affect the colony as a whole, like turning her, I don't know, would she like activate, I don't know, turrets or something? I don't know what the whole colony looks like, so
That's above my clearance.
Uh,
I've heard of Mother. I've heard of the main the. I've heard of the controlling systems doing these types of things, but I'm not sure. Sorry.
so, so I mean, there isn't very much of a like a self defense, like auto turrets or anything on the mother colony,
I
since
mean,
this
why would they
isn't
need
a
it?
Marines. Yeah, I mean, it's not a Marine mission,
Gotcha, yeah.
so and those, I mean, even Cliff would know, even like the automated terrors that they have would be for external threats, not internal threats.
Hmm.
So they would be firing on things trying to come into the mother colony, not inside of the mother colony already. That's what they hire Marines for.
So I get paid the big bucks. Alright. I
All
mean,
right.
Cliff's kind
Oh,
of been
go ahead.
listening in on it, and he would throw his hat into kind of what Bircher's saying, and kind of trying to disrupt something. I guess. I don't. If anything, it would cause a distraction and split people up. Is his thinking.
Yeah, it
All
would be
right.
a
All right,
distraction
let's do it
Be-
then. I
because
will.
if some of these people we're looking at are in fact held up in resistance groups, for them to rise up. So I don't know.
We should are seeing how the man in the control center with the
Mhm.
robe was seemed to be overseeing the infected. That should be our priority. Agreed.
Yeah.
So we want to ignore the distress call and go for the
I mean, it's a
lack of
similar
a better
direction,
idea.
anyways. We're headed if we know the control room number 8 on the office level is where he is, and that they're doing some kind. They're monitoring similar to how I am, how we are.
Can you lock him in there? I've been looking at the map and it looks like there's these little things that look like doors. I didn't know if that was.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was thinking about that for the success, potentially using it to open or close access to stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they could
Interesting.
override it, maybe, but that
They probably
I'd be
can.
down.
They should be able to.
Yeah.
If I would be able to from there, they should be able to as well. Um,
I just
So,
remember the person we were first talked to on when we held, and he didn't act like he knew what was going on. So I don't know. I thought the overseer was just teaching them how to use the ASDF
I see.
keys. Hey, this is how you use a keyboard.
Um,
So
what's your Cliff? Do you think there
yes,
would be any advantage to? I mean, like I just said, I think that they could probably override any lockdowns or openings that I call for, but I could I could do some lockdown that'll slow them down a bit. You think you will? Should I do that and like leave a path open, right? Like I could leave certain doors open just for us to get so we can move quickly while they figure it out.
um, I do like that. What my thinking would be is to try to cut a path that cuts off. I don't know what area 7, if that's possible.
Okay.
Since we know that's where at least what a dozen or so guys were at. I don't know, maybe even Bertrand, you're probably not going to like this, but I almost want to say cutting off the whole northern portion of the map and just letting us get up. I don't know how we would get up there. I guess kind of I can't draw on it, but kind of going over this way and up to here. Maybe I don't know.
yeah. I mean, do we know if we know where that girl is? She obviously maybe can inform us.
Yeah, we don't know where she is. My only
Maybe
other
we're
thought
focusing
would
too
be
much
to
on the girl.
investigate one and see if we could get backup.
Allies.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
it,
thinking. Wait, guys, I'm thinking we're focusing too much on this one person. You know,
Okay.
maybe
Which
we
person you talking about?
the
the
girl.
lady who sent the original message to us,
Okay, yeah.
right? Maybe we need to take out this road guy.
I mean, head of the snake. Yeah, I'm up for that.
It might be.
Okay.
Um, I
I'm
mean,
gonna what I'll do is I'll lock down all the doors. Everything will lock down on this floor, and then it'll open for whatever door we go to will open for us as we go to it as long as we plan.
yeah. Maybe we'll
Hmm.
just.
Can I do that?
Okay. That's going to require another Comtech roll. Uh,
We'll see.
so
Please
I
be
will let you
careful
lock
because
down
there's a
the
door to
entire
our room.
floor. Yeah, I'll let you lock down the entire floor with that one success,
Uh
but
huh.
having control over what doors will open will
I
require
see.
another Comtech.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, can I roll? I mean, I got Comtech at 2. Does
Why
anybody
don't
else
Why
Comtech?
don't
I don't have any.
hmm.
I got a comeback of
5.
one. No, I am
uh
not German.
Probably not. Skip that.
So I might could roll to when Yoko suggests that. I can lean over his shoulder and try to see maybe with a certain passcode like a one-time usage passcode to open one door or something that we could implement
Okay.
if
Uh,
no.
seek cover. Okay. I'm
No
going
way.
to, yeah, I'm going to say that you, um,
Trip some kind of alarm.
yeah, no, hmm,
Could have that guy come back.
yeah, that's well, not that one guy, but I'm going to say, you do so you manage to lock down all of the doors and get and Bircher enters a code to which you can put in at terminals at each individual door to unlock it. Uh, so you hear the door to the computer room you're in. You can hear it lock into place. Uh, there is a red flashing light that starts going off uh, in the room um, due to the security lockdown. And that is when you start to hear some banging at some of at the door right here, so you can hear it through the wall. Someone seems to um, be trapped on the other side and is attempting to pass through. Um, you can hear swearing and saying, "Why is this damn door locked?"
He's a
And
badass.
it's not accepting any codes.
All right, we need to move if we're going
Yep,
to
let's do
get
it.
Go,
this
go,
rope.
go.
Yeah.
All right, which way
Okay.
are you going?
I mean, straight beeline. I would say
Are we gonna hook
down
around the back?
past
Go to this
past
door,
7 and then up. Yeah,
this
that
door,
one.
and then head to this way
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. That's what I'm thinking. Yep.
to this door. Okay.
Okay, here you're gonna use the code here,
Hmm.
and then start going up.
Now, does the door shut behind us, or do we have to re-enter a code to do that?
It's up to you. You can enter the code and lock it again if you would like.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Basic
Okay.
hygiene.
All right. So you're doing this quickly, not attempting stealth at all, right?
Right.
No. Yep. I'm expecting a fight in this big room. So.
Okay. So as you start, as you get through this door, the door opens and seals with Bircher's code. Uh, as you as you pass through and start coming around this corner, you see a group of 3 men down south. Uh, they seem to be armed with those batons. As soon as they see you, they say, "You freeze! You're not supposed to be up here." And they start running in your direction.
The doctor.
We should.
Cliff just smiles and unlocks the safety and just starts shooting.
Yep.
You're gonna shoot these
Okay.
people?
Wait a minute. I don't
I-
have to
All
unlock
right.
my
Fuck
safety.
yeah, I want to shoot these people.
I'm gonna push Cliff's gun. I don't want him to shoot these people.
You don't want me to?
What?
These they just said stop. They didn't. They're not. They have like zappers.
I forcibly shove Yoko away from me and shoot them.
All right.
I'm
Is Kip
joining in.
shooting too?
Oh, I'm joining in. Yeah.
All right.
Range
Go ahead
combat.
and do your rolls.
I picked the wrong person. Shit.
McCafferty doesn't seems to think that the two of them are going to be able to take care of it, so he's not going to fire.
All right. Ranged, right? Yeah.
Yes. 2 successes. You're keeping it together.
I'm
Todd,
gonna use my new overkill thing and
what's that do?
ignore. Wait. I keep it together. Never mind. I'm not in panic mode. Never mind.
Okay. What does Kip want to push?
I'm pushing. Yeah, push.
You got another success, but you are you got a nervous twitch. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, so you the two of you start firing at these at these three men, and they, they're running towards you, and a look of fear and shock comes over their faces as they see that you're armed with rifles, and you start firing, and two of them go down really quickly. Uh, Hip uh, fires again wide, and uh, that causes the third guy to drop his baton and say, "I please don't shoot. I give up."
Yep, that could be resistance fighters.
No, they're
now you're
not.
telling me.
They are not. When Cliff sees the other guy drops down, he starts double footing back to 8.
I'm gonna move toward the person who surrendered. Can I do that?
Sure.
I want to like first prioritize picking up their weapon, or like so that they
Okay.
can't get it.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh, what the hell's going on here?
We're,
Yoko, watch
we're
for
just
infected.
I mean, obviously, it's this person's like whites. I see the whites of their eyes, right?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
good.
These
Okay.
people do not appear to be infected.
Oh,
They say we're just following the father's orders. They wanted us to patrol the. He wanted us to patrol the area.
the father. What the?
He
the
hears father and Cliff from way back off screen. He's like, "Told you."
um, uh,
Keep going.
are there
Boy,
uh how we came back to the mother colony from our expedition from the Ilania. I'm just gonna say from the Iliana.
Mhm.
Um, uh, where is are there are there any how many how many survivors are there? Like how many people survived the what happened for the past 3 weeks or months or I forget you said weeks.
He looks at you like confused as to how you would not know this.
Mm-hmm. Came from
Uh,
space.
yeah, and he says, he says, we we took the station over for the coming of Mother Michaela. Only those who have been blessed have been left to live.
I point at his
Radical
two dead
blast.
colleagues and say, "Were they blessed?"
ooh, nice bonus experience.
Yes, yes, yes. We all are. Aren't you?
I don't feel blessed. Um, let's is
Just shoot 'em.
what do you know about the infection and people who are turning?
Only the chosen among the blessed turn. It's the gift from the mother.
Yeah.
We've all we've all been touched by the blood. It's
Shoot
our
him.
birthright. That's what we've been told.
We put a bullet in this guy's head and just carry on. These guys are
Yeah, well,
crazy.
I forget what was in room 11. That's the armory that's been effed up or sorry,
Yes.
been ransacked.
Yep.
I'm just
Yes.
gonna like throw this guy in 11. So I'm gonna grab him by the collar, pick him up, or like move him toward the door. Bircher can put in his code, throw him in there, lock him in there.
Okay.
All right. So as Bircher's entering the code, and you have this guy by the scruff of the shirt.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's face to face with Bircher and looks over. and you see a look of anger come over his face, and he's looking directly at Bircher and says, "You are you are the butcher.
Hey,
You
my
are the
name's Todd.
reaper of blood."
Hey, only we
Berkshire
get
looked
called
at
that.
him quizzically, raising an eyebrow. So you say. Well, he's trying to compute what in the hell he's talking about, The Reaper of Blood. Go on.
It's because of you that we're not all blessed. All the
That's
dead have no one but you to thank.
My eyes go to the two on the floor, and then I just look at Yoko and punch in the final code,
Yeah.
throw him in there.
Yeah, just start me in there and like.
Yeah, so as the door closes, you hear him pounding. He says, the Father will deal with you.
Yeah, I'm sure he
You
will.
cannot escape the wrath.
Yeah.
There's no intercom in there.
No, he's just yelling through the door.
He's on the PAs in the whole.
Yeah.
You threw him into the communications room.
All right.
Yeah, let's
So
carry on, I
you
guess.
all right. So I assume both Cliff and Kip ran ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So
say to Bircher.
McCaff,
Can I
you
say
know,
one thing to Bircher? Sorry, really quick, as we
Yeah.
yeah.
move on to follow them. Sorry, I just wanted to tell Bircher uh, we can't like even if the people are crazy, we can't just kill them. I'm gonna tell Bircher that, and as we move back, I just want to say that. Sorry, thank you for letting me.
Yeah, it might be sweet release. Still, I'm perplexed by his accusation that for some reason, and then it kind of dawns on me, and I look at Yoko. I brought the infection back. The ones that wouldn't, the ones that wasn't infected, that we cured.
They are that
Wasn't
man is out of his
prepared.
mind. Don't put too much weight into what he said. I'm gonna try to be
Wasn't
comforting.
prepared. I let you say that and kind of walk on, but I still got this question mark lingering over my head, and I'll follow in suit.
Right.
You tell Bircher's chewing on.
All right. So how far ahead did Kip and Cliff run? Like, did they go to a door and are they waiting there, or did they burst in or attempt to burst in?
I think we should burst in.
I'm going to say, McCafferty did not leave Kip and Yoko. I'm sorry, Bircher and Yoko by themselves. So he's going to be like, yeah, maybe if you guys are going up to this door, then McCafferty's probably like waiting here for Bircher, or
Yeah.
for Bircher and Yoko.
Let's do this, Kip. Come on. Me, Cliff. I'm Kip. You're Cliff. Right. Okay. Let's do this.
You know the code. Open the door.
All right.
Do it.
Open the door. Open the door. Okay. Beep beep boop boop beep beep boop. Okay.
It's only a 4-digit.
Sorry, I got carried away.
It's only 4 digits. Well, you could brute force that.
0.
Okay.
8008.
All right. So the door slides open, and you see all attention in the room comes to this door. Kip immediately recognizes the man in the robe as being Chakandi, who was the leader of the refugees that you guys took from the second colony back to the mother colony.
Oh, geez.
His robes are fairly plain. But this is not what he was wearing when you brought him here. They were basically in rags because they were living in those huts. The people, several people at the various terminals, get up in you're not sure if it's an attempt to run or charge in your direction.
Fire.
Yep.
Okay, so who are you going to concentrate fire at?
Chikandi.
Yep. Well,
Chikandi?
actually, I'm gonna let Kip kill that guy. I'll get the ads.
Okay, thank you. That's very nice of you. Ah!
Gee.
Wow.
Well, let me roll
Holy
some
crap.
damage. That's a lot of. Maybe I don't need to roll at all. Hold on a second. I'll do it anyway, just for fun, I guess.
Uh, okay, hold on. There's all this rolling going on. All right, so Kip got 4 successes. What do you have the stats of your gun? How much damage does it do?
Yeah.
The pulse rifle, right?
It's the
I don't think it's a pulse rifle, is it?
it's pulse rifle. Armat M41A pulse rifle. Yep, and it
Oh,
does
okay. So does it
uh,
do 2 or 3 or something?
two.
2.
Two.
Okay. So the first one's going to give you 2. That's going to be 5. Um. All right. And
I know mine says keeping it together, but I'm just completely in awe of Kip just going in there and just fucking mowing them down with
Gushing.
5 successes. I'm
Go
just
to my little
damn
friend. Yes.
all right.
respect.
So se- yeah, several. I mean, there's the Kip. Fires a burst of rounds, and several of them hit Chikandi, and he kind of gets thrown back and falls over the set of terminals and collapses onto the ground over here where I'm pinging. And the someone at a terminal right on the other side of the door just starts trying to wrestle the rifle away from Kip and manages to tear it away from him, and it clatters onto the ground as this guy starts to struggle with you.
Hey.
Can I shoot that guy
But
since I got the 1 success?
yes, that is, you have the same gun, right? It does
Correct.
2 damage.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So you fire around carefully, avoiding Kip,
The bullet storm.
and the round goes into this guy's ribs, and he just clatters onto the ground, moaning. He's not quite dead,
He's
but
mostly dead.
the rest of the group is up on their feet, and they are 2 of them are running towards this door. That maybe they don't realize it's locked. But there are 6 of them that are running in your direction, uh, and they are just coming at you with their fists.
Yeah. And I don't have my rifle.
Correct.
Okay. And this guy's struggling with me. This guy who took my rifle.
He's down on the ground because
Oh,
Cliff just shot him,
that's right.
so
That's right.
he's not. You're not like in melee with him anymore or anything like that.
Oh,
If they haven't got to Kip yet and it's not his turn, I'll take another shot. But if Kip's got some idea first.
oh,
Actually, let's roll initiative and see who goes first. So these guys are just going to all act together essentially.
What was initiative again?
Well, it's supposed to be cards, but for some reason they have an alien RPG system, but they don't have the initiative cards built into it. So just roll a d10, and if somebody rolls what somebody else got, then they have to re-roll. So I just rolled a 2 for all of these
6.
these guys.
Are we rolling too? Bercher and Yoko?
I'm good. I mean, once you start hearing all this shooting, you're gonna have to get up to that door. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
say that's the first. That's gonna be your short, like your full round of action. So you'll come in at the beginning of the next round.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
If in fact we're heading that direction.
Yeah, we're heading that way. We take. I mean,
Okay.
we're rushing, but not running, not sprinting, not.
All right. I'll roll for McCafferty too because he should be able to get to the door with a short action. So he should be able to
Yeah.
shoot.
Right.
I got another 2, so a 9. Okay, so who did not?
Oh, I got to roll. All right.
Yeah, Kip has to roll.
Let's see. R
So far, it's going to be the
D6. Was that
the
it?
guys at the computer are going to act first.
Oh, I remembered.
Okay, you guys can just act together. You don't have to re-roll, and then McCafferty will go. All right, so like I said, 2 of these guys are running to this door. They they run up to it expecting it to open. They start like fumbling with the buttons, and you can see they're panicking, and they start looking around the room for, I don't know, like they're maybe trying to find something to force it open with. The other 6 are running up to you. I'm just going to say 3 are going to go after Kip, and 3 are going after Cliff. So I'm just going to do these rolls. They're just bare fists. They have no weaponry on them or anything like that.
Wait.
Yes, they all have bare hands with big claws on the end.
Jesus Christ.
Bear hug.
All right, so we're going to be doing Cliff first. All right. Wow, they actually did pretty good. All right, so that's going to be potentially 4 damage coming towards Cliff.
Okay.
You can roll your armor twice.
Just click on it.
Yeah, you should just have to click on your armor, and it should do roll. Okay, so that first one is going to eliminate both damage from the first attack. So then you can roll again for the second attack. All right, so you're going to only take 1 point of damage from the other one. So these guys, huddle around you. They're trying to, choke you and like punch you. One guy doesn't realize you have like full body armor on and just starts, like, his knuckles just start hitting your armor. Another guy leaps onto your back before you throw him off, and he starts punching the side of your head, and that is what causes that 1 point of damage. The other 3 surround or Kip, and somehow I rolled a 16 for all 3 rolls.
Heck.
Nice.
I just rolled the same thing, or no? Okay, they're just in a different order. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Does Kip have any armor on? I don't think he does.
No, I don't. No.
All right.
Is Kip
So
gonna
you're
die?
gonna take.
Is Kip gonna die?
Kip is not going to be in good shape because I think he only has 1 hit point. Is that?
My health is 1. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So these guys, I mean, you don't have your weapon, so they don't they don't mind getting quite as up close and personal. So couple of them like grab your arms and hold them behind your back, and the third one just starts choking you. And Kip is going to fall unconscious as he can't breathe and has this guy choking the life out of him. So he's going to need first aid. He's going to take a critical hit or a critical injury, I mean. And then that's going to determine how long he has to get first aid.
First aid, yeah. Okay.
So you just have to roll the crit roll at the bottom. Is that what that is?
Where's that?
Where's that at?
Main, under general on your thing,
Roll
it
crit.
says
Yeah,
roll
there it
crit.
is.
Yeah.
Do you have to roll that?
Oh yes, yep, that'll work.
Okay, roll crit, and it says,
Oh God!
Oh,
Oh my God!
"Oh, jeez, that's a bit hard."
oh,
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
oh,
Come
okay.
around.
So yeah,
help me,
Oh, no.
jeez.
these guys, they start,
God.
as they see Kip fall to the ground, they just start tearing at his flesh and eventually, uh, break through his abdominal wall and start pulling his intestines out.
Oh.
Oh,
As
What effect does that have on me, John?
uh,
Oh,
that's going to require a stress roll or a panic roll. I mean,
That's just rolling the stress,
uh,
right?
yes, you just saw them rip your friend apart.
Uh,
Apparently, that's not that big of a deal to Cliff.
Little
yeah.
stressful. Little
Just,
stressful.
just like last
uh,
mission.
yep. So, yeah. Fortunately, Kip is dead. So he's not going to be able to react, obviously. So,
Yeah, okay.
what is Cliff going to do?
I mean, just start shooting. Oh.
Okay, okay. Uh, so you are. I mean, you technically have a panic condition now. So I don't know what your overkill was.
Overkill has to be over 11.
Oh, okay. So
Right, right.
you're only
Yeah,
at 7 right now.
panic roll results of 11 or higher. So
Okay.
I can't quite do it yet.
All
My
right.
my overcharge, my limit break isn't fully charged yet.
Okay. All
So
right. So yeah, go ahead and do your attack.
all right, I guess is it range still? I guess does that matter in this?
Um, I'm going to say that yeah. I would say your Marine is probably trained at firing the people
All
at point blank range. So I would
right.
say oh boy.
I mean that
All
makes
right. Yeah. So you fire at one. He collapses to the ground.
I'll be the.
Uh,
Can it be the one that pulled out his intestines first? That's the one I was aiming for.
uh, yeah. I mean, there's three around you as well. But
I
if
don't
you
care
want
about
to
the other
aim at
second
that
one.
one,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
I have more
You
security.
you fire one of them back, who's uh, tearing your friend apart, and yeah, he seems to be in pretty bad shape because he falls over into on top of Kip's corpse. The rest of them uh, start trying to restrain Cliff and get his rifle away from him. That's when McCafferty is going to react, and he comes around the corner, sees Kip's corpse on the ground, and a group of five guys trying to restrain uh, Cliff, and that is when he is going to raise his rifle and shoot at one of them that is on top of Cliff. And he gets one success, which is going to be enough to take out one of these guys. The round goes right through his throat, and he collapses backwards, which gives Cliff an opportunity to strong arm his way out of this confrontation. What are at this point? I'm going to say that Bircher and Yoko could show up. Um,
oh
why don't
man.
we? I know it's after 10. Can you guys go like another 10 minutes or so?
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just rounding that corner, me seeing
Yeah.
that. I've got the field surgeon talent, so I will. I mean, it's probably obvious that he's dead,
No, go ahead and try.
but
Maybe if you put them back in, it'll be okay.
yeah, I'll try to do that. You try mouth to mouth, and then we'll see if we can revive
I mean,
No, I am not
you're
doing
gonna
mouth
have
to mouth.
you're not gonna be able to have access to to Kip's
Oh
body
yeah, I know.
right at
He's
this point
being
because
torn.
there's 2 Marines and five of these guys right at like blocking the door basically
I'll
between
pull
you
I'm
a
and
gonna
yeah.
Yoko will like get over there and then just ready in action to lock the door. Basically, I'm ready to lock the door whenever Cliff can get out.
Jeez.
okay. So you
Cliff, I'm
guys are
calling for Cliff. Yeah, trying to snap
okay.
him out of it when I see him standing there.
What do
All
you say?
right. So what's Cliff
He's
gonna do?
dead, Cliff.
Oh no, these things are actually these guys get to go first.
I guess yeah, they get attack. Yeah.
They're going to attempt to restrain Cliff,
Is there
remove the weapon from
5
him.
now or 4 now?
There's still no, there's 4. You're right. It is
4.
4,
Okay.
not 5. I said
Okay.
5 before.
Okay.
So they are going to attempt to do this. This is going to be a versus roll
Okay.
of you to try to. We're just going to do close combat.
Okay.
He's frozen, right?
There's what's that?
I
Is
am
he still
frozen.
frozen?
Correct. Yeah, I am frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were frozen. Yeah, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to relent until the following round. So, yeah. So these guys are automatically going to succeed, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get the rifle out of Cliff's hands and uh, restrain him and start dragging him back into the room. And that's when Cliff sees Chakandi stand back up.
Oh no!
He is bleeding from the wounds from Kip. He starts making his way around the around this console. They're dragging Cliff up to here. This is going to give McCafferty an opportunity to shoot. He's going to fire at one of the people carrying Cliff in an attempt to get him free. And he gets him in the back, and he drops from the group. But the others seem completely unfazed, and they present Cliff to Chakandi, and Chakandi leans in. You can see at this point that his
Still alive?
eyes. What's that?
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Chakandi is still alive. Yes,
I thought Cliff shot or
No, he
Yip
missed.
shot him with
did.
like
He
3
did.
bullets.
He did.
Okay.
He
Oh,
did. He did
goodness.
5. He did 5 damage. He's
Okay.
it's not impossible for him to not be
Yep.
alive.
Okay, that's fine.
You can see his eyes are kind of. They're not completely black like you've heard stories of and witnessed from a distance, but they're kind of like glazed over. Uh, and he leans into Cliff and takes a deep, almost like he's smelling Cliff. He inhales deeply to smell Cliff's scent, and he looks at him and says, "I see that you are blessed as well." And that's where we will stop.
Say what?
Oh, man.
We're all blessed. That's what they said. We're all blessed.
Well,
I
not
mean,
so
I
much
didn't
being
want to brag to
blessed.
anybody. I've been keeping it a secret, but
maybe Kip wasn't
Plus
blessed.
the best,
That
yeah.
might be.
All
Todd,
right,
Wow,
you
wow.
Todd. Yeah,
you got your guts
I
ripped out.
you had 1 hit point and you survived 35 sessions.
Yeah, you
so
survived
Yeah,
way longer than you should have.
that's pretty good.
One hit
Oh
point.
wow!
So
Wow.
so uh, Todd, for the rest of the campaign, if you want to take over McCafferty, you could do that.
Oh.
If you want me to, there's another NPC you want to take over, like another crew member, it's up to you.
McCafferty's here, so let's go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Father
here's
All right.
Chakotay.
Man, game over.
I'll play Father Giovanni.
Right. I will like actually create a character sheet for him,
Okay.
and I'll give you rights to him, and
Alrighty. Yeah.
you can pick up with him
Very
next
well.
session.
Okay. Yep.
Dang.
What do we do?
All right.
That kind of hits hard.
Yeah.
No Kip.
Well,
Well,
I
that was
gotta
good.
change who I gotta change who I hate on my
Oh,
Oh, me
character
too.
sheet now.
Oh yeah, that was my buddy. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
oh boy.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
save his life.
I was
Yeah.
trying to.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Stand panic roll.
Avenging his death is not the same as saving his life.
Saving his honor.
The second best.
All right. Well, I guess Bertram, you're gonna be my buddy now because I helped you.
What I say? Oh jeez. Relationships.
Yoko,
It's
you're
his
my
rival, but
rival now because you try to.
Yeah, well, you were
Stop
already
me
my
from
rival, which is, or actually, I was when Kip was my rival, but
There you go.
All right.
I'm not
So
sure if you're supposed to put a little
um,
thing, but I always do.
what did
put a little thing.
Oh, when for the buddy and rival thing.
Oh
I was
yeah,
doing
yeah,
wide
yeah.
or-
yeah. My rival says Kip windows, his eyes are like windows into the void. So he'll be replaced. He'll be missed.
he'll be replaced. I mean missed.
Me missed.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
All
no,
right.
thank you.
Um,
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Fun.
all right.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yep.
All
See
right.
y'all
Yeah.
next week.